I'm Jeff Richardson, County Executive for Albemarle County. In our 2022 Year in Review, we highlight some of the areas the county has focused on this year. A lot of government work involves planning, so the right resources are identified and we set goals and targets that guide our work. But we also take actions to turn those plans and programs and services to meet the needs of our community. Some of the highlights cover the county's winter storm responses from this past January as we faced back-to-back snowstorms that quickly put our services into action. How Albemarle County is helping foster a more vibrant economy. Ways we're supporting a healthier and more active community and upcoming projects to look for in the coming years. How we're seeking to create a more informed and engaged county and some of the ways that we are connected with our residents this year, and how we're looking ahead for this year and beyond for an inspired future in Albemarle County. As an organization, we're always growing, learning, and evolving so that we can continue to deliver quality services to you, our community. We also want to remind everyone of some of the resources available for our community to stay updated and informed, and ways that you can share your input if you haven't already. Subscribe to our e-newsletter. Visit our website at www.albemarle.org. Follow us on social media channels. Visit our engagement hub at engage.albemarle.org or listen to our Let's Talk Albemarle podcast and more. We hope to hear from you. We also hope to see you at more upcoming events, and we value your participation in meetings in the future. As I close, I would be remiss if I didn't take an opportunity to thank our wonderful employees that work for Albemarle County government. What I think of when I think of Albemarle County staff is I think of people who are highly engaged, highly invested in the community that we serve every day. It's not an accident that Albemarle County in this region is a destination community. There are so many wonderful things about our community, both for visitors, residents, people who work here, people who come in for entertainment. It's a wonderful community. It means so much to so many people, but there are different things to enjoy about our community. All of that matters to Albemarle County government. Our staff, they are poised to serve our community, to deal with our challenges, and to take advantage of our opportunities in the future. So thank you for listening and have a wonderful day.
Welcome to Albemarle County News Year in Review. I'm your host, Aki Parker.
And I'm Bridget Butensky. What a year here in Albemarle County.
You're telling me 2022 started off with back-to-back snowstorms that quickly put our county services into action. While our communications team kept busy keeping everyone informed about the weather and how to best connect with services, our police department was busy answering 6,873 calls for service, and our career and volunteer units of Albemarle County Fire Rescue answered more than 1,633 calls for service.
We want to give a big shout out to county staff during both winter storms as they worked diligently to open warming and water centers for people to come get warm, get fresh water, and access Wi-Fi and electricity.
IT worked so hard to make sure that all of our systems were running so that our county teams could continue their work. And IT is usually the unsung hero of so many events.
Let's make sure that we give them a great big thank you.
Thank you!
We need to also give a big winter storm shout out to FES, or Facilities and Environmental Services, and our Parks and Recreation Department. These folks, alongside staff from all departments, worked double time during the winter storms to keep our buildings open so that staff could take care of our community's needs. Even after the storms ended, our Parks and Recreation crews continued to work hard to clean up park areas and more.
You know, Aki, they say people always like photos and videos, and we are all about the visual here at Albemarle County News.
So I say we roll the video.
people that they should sign up for Code Red, our local emergency alert system.
That's right, and that is a great idea and a great way to end this segment. In 2022, the economy showed signs of strength coming out of the pandemic, but key areas of our local economy were slower to recover. Tourism remained behind pre-pandemic levels, and food and retail locations struggled to fill available jobs.
Albemarle County continues to work hard to put resources in place for local employers and job seekers. Let's go out to Serena at the county office building on 5th Street to learn more about the resources available to local job seekers.
This year, our Career Center leveled up and became a Virginia Career Works Center. That means we have resources to support job seekers in all areas related to career advancement. I'm here today with Program Director Sam Spencer. Sam, tell me about what services you offer here in the Career Center.
Thank you, Serena. Here in our Career Center, we offer employment services such as networking, mock interviews, and opportunities for navigating resources, and also communications and networking throughout our communities.
I know you have special services to support youth in work experience and training. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, specifically to our youth, we have a program called WIOA, and that's through Goodwill of the Valleys. That program is the Workforce Investment and Opportunity Act. It works primarily with the kids ages 16 through 24. With that program, we offer credentialing and certifications with culinary, cosmetology, and CDL and driving license.
This year brought a lot of expansion to this program. What were some of the highlights that you can recall?
I think one of the things that I can recall is working with the Go Virginia programs. Go Virginia started in 2015. With those programs that were brought to our area, we have 4 that I can think of that were really successful, and that's Go Cook, Go Solar, Go Drive, and Go Tech. For that purpose alone, we've had quite a few people venture into different career pathways that have been successful for them. They've come back to the Career Center to talk about their promotions and successes, and so we're appreciative of that and we celebrate that. Really big opportunity for us right now is working closely with Antoine Branson and Culinary Concepts. We've had the opportunity to work with them for for at least 3 years now. And so that's been really successful for us, and for that community collaboration, we're very appreciative of that as well.
So speaking of someone else who's well known in the community, Juan Diego Wade is your primary staff here in the Career Center. Yes. What do you expect for the next year going forward, both with him and expansion?
I think for our upcoming year, because we've been in this pandemic for so long, we've had to kind of reset and meet our people virtually or by telephone, and so we're looking forward to seeing folks face to face. I think that's one of the things that are driving forces is community connections, the hands-on contacts that we have with our folks in the community to address some of the marginalized and non-exclusive things that we see often. So we want to address that. We want to be more inclusive and equitable in our approach, and we think getting back to that face-to-face connection will really help us with that.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Sam Spencer, for all you do for our community, both for economic development and for the members of our community. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sam and Serena. Did you know that our local government is one of the largest employers in our community? In a changing workplace ecosystem, we know that it's important that the county stays current and plans for the future. We've analyzed market conditions and are making pay and benefit adjustments. We're retooling our learning and development efforts, all of which will help us recruit and retain the best workforce to serve the Albemarle community. We'll be right back after this message.
Have you heard of Albemarle County's Community Read? It's organized by our Office of Equity and Inclusion and is essentially a book club for the whole community that focuses on inclusive storytelling so we can learn more about each other. Working with our community partners, we choose books, reports, articles, and other readings that are representative of the diversity of our community. We hope these choices will equip and inspire both adults and youth to learn how to imagine more inclusive and equitable worlds. Our little free libraries are located in Albemarle County parks and other various locations throughout the county. To learn more about the Community Read initiative, visit albemarle.org/communityread.
Buying locally helps strengthen the local economy and foster community pride. The Albemarle County and Charlottesville Buy Local campaign highlights small businesses within Charlottesville, Albemarle through a multi-channel, multi-promotional, and educational campaign. Support your neighbors and community members by shopping locally. Shopping locally makes a big impact on our local economy. Visit www.showlocallove.org and follow Buy Local on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to learn more. Locally owned independent businesses with a brick-and-mortar facility in Albemarle County interested in being featured in the Buy Local campaign should contact Economic Development at albemarle.org for more information. Buy local whenever you can and show your local love.
When it comes to supporting a healthy and active community, something we think about is how people get from place to place. Sometimes that's by car, but increasingly the county is putting in the work to make bike and pedestrian connections, like these 3 big sidewalk projects that were completed this year. Those sidewalks will provide a much safer environment for pedestrians in our community.
Thanks, Aki. Now let's go out to the field and hear from Serena on more ways we're supporting a healthy and active community. Serena?
I'm here at the Dardentown Pickleball Courts with Amy Smith. Amy, thanks for joining us today. 2022 has been a really busy year for you all in Parks and Recreation, and you've had a big planning project. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Biscuit Run Park, it's long awaited, and we've been planning and designing, and we're ready to move forward with construction come the spring, and the park will be open within a year, be next fall 2023. The park entrance will be off Route 20, just south of Avon Street, and it'll have a parking lot, restrooms, and multi-use trails. And we're excited about this park and the grand opening. And we're also working on a connector trail from 5th Street Station to Biscuit Run Park, which will connect the park to downtown Charlottesville and the Rivanna Trail.
Tell us a little bit about how your department's been helping to support our community as they want to be more active and outdoors this year.
We've increased all of our classes. We have karate, yoga, tai chi, fitness classes, even roller skating and beekeeping are very popular. And we've increased our middle school sports. We have not only basketball, volleyball, soccer, flag football, but tennis, track, cross country.
What are you looking forward to in 2023?
2023 is going to be exciting. We got a new partnership with the Blue Ridge Disc Golf Club, and we'll be building a 18-hole disc golf course at Chris Green Lake Park. Just a wonderful partnership with the local club, and they'll be doing a lot of fundraising, so look out for that information coming soon.
We're here at the pickleball courts, and I know that your team has been really supportive of the sport and the community around pickleball. Tell us a little bit about that too.
We partner with the Central Virginia Pickleball Club, who actually donated the funds to convert 2 tennis courts into 6 pickleball courts a year and a half ago. And it's very popular, lots of people playing, and we're going to be partnering with them this spring with our first tournament.
Amazing. It looks really fun. We're going to take a shot. Thanks to Amy Smith from Parks and Rec for being with us today. We'll be right back.
How might we improve stream health in Albemarle County? A healthy environment is so important to community well-being. Water quality is important to all of us. The Stream Health Initiative was designed to target protection of streams within the county. In 2022, the Board of Supervisors adopted 14 proposals. 5 of those projects are currently underway. Stream Buffer Overlay District, strengthen restoration and mitigation requirements, development phase carryover items, low impact development study, and the new landowner education project. As clean waterways are important for wildlife habitats and our water supply, our rivers are also essential and can be fun destinations. In February, the Albemarle County Board of Supervisors adopted the Rivanna River Corridor Plan, which was a great collaboration between the county, the City of Charlottesville, and the Thomas Jefferson Planning District Commission. The goal is to develop the river corridor to be a dynamic place where people can experience a natural environment, healthy outdoor activities and venues, peaceful and serene opportunities, and important historic and cultural points of interest. To learn more about these projects and how you can get involved, visit albemarle.org/streamhealth to view more information and resources.
Looking back at 2022, our community had so many ways to learn about and engage in the work of our local government.
Absolutely. For everyone looking to support our climate action goals, we debuted the Environmental Stewardship website. This 6-page micro website includes information about what the county is doing to address environmental concerns. Concerns like biodiversity, stream health, and greenhouse gas emissions, and what individuals can do in their own backyards.
Wow, that's right. I mean, you should see the native plants in my yard. I'm already seeing more butterflies and birds.
A cool partnership between local government and local schools was a spring litter cleanup event called Love Albemarle. Our team visited 5 schools and talked about the importance of clean places, recycling do's and don'ts, and together, everyone picked up the school grounds. They made a big difference at their school and in the community.
And speaking of making a difference, I wanted to highlight the amazing community garden at the Yancey Community Center. The native plant space there is also a wonderful opportunity for our community to literally dig in and get involved by planting native species to benefit wildlife and protect our forest.
Speaking of Southern Albemarle, did you happen to make it over to the Community Day at Simpson Park?
Absolutely. I mean, the event was such a great way to meet new people, enjoy the park, and learn about the great things happening in Southern Albemarle. Another great event was National Night Out. This year, it was at Stonefield, and community members could meet police officers, firefighters, and other public safety folks and check out all the cool gear they have.
Yeah, my favorite part of that entire event was seeing everyone come together in fun and fellowship. When I think about an informed and engaged community, I think about all the ways Albemarle County shares information. Ways like email newsletters, social media, our podcast, and all the pop-ups and events that we do out in the community.
Yeah, and did you know that we had 17 pop-up events, 5 podcasts, hundreds of emails, and our website had over 1 million sessions. We also debuted Engage Albemarle, our new online community engagement hub. And if you haven't registered yet, visit engage.albemarle.org and sign up today.
Okay, let's take a peek in the future. This year, staff began developing the AC44, the next comprehensive plan that will guide growth, development, and investment for Albemarle County from 2024 to 2044.
20 years is a long time in a quickly changing world. I'm glad to see the plan development team is building in periodic updates during those decades to ensure that we are staying true to our developing community, the people, places, and ideas.
Yes, and while the project team is spearheading the development of the plan, our community has been providing lots of input. Community roundtables, pop-ups, meetings, and presentations to allow for a variety of perspectives to inform the future of Albemarle County.
The last update was completed in 2015. What's the new comp plan planning?
A lot has changed since the last update, and this time the team is focused on evaluating everything with a look through equity and climate action lenses because we want everyone to thrive in this community. But you know, organizations need guidelines for a successful future, and the AC44 plan isn't the only framework for Albemarle County.
Of course, and the county developed a strategic plan for 2024 through 2028 that sets priorities and focuses energy, resources, and commitments toward a unified vision. Some of the priorities include the following. Goal 1, safety and well-being to nurture a safe, healthy community. Goal 2, resilient, equitable, and engaged community to design programs and services that promote these features. Goal 3, infrastructure and placemaking. Goal 4, quality of life, encouraging a vibrant community. Goal 5, education and learning, supporting exceptional educational opportunities. And finally, Goal 6, workforce and customer service, recruiting and retaining engaged public servants who provide quality government services to support the county mission.
Exactly. This vital direction from the Board of Supervisors keeps us clear on the expectations of the people of Albemarle County. This guides staff to contribute real-life understanding on the day-to-day services provided and needed by the community that we serve.
Right, and documents and plans are only the first step to plan and prepare for the future.
100%. We've got to dig in and do the work. This year, Fire Rescue launched the Office of Emergency Management, headed by a deputy chief, to address the potential emergency needs of Albemarle County.
I've heard about this work. Let's check in with Serena out at Albemarle County Fire Rescue headquarters to learn more.
I'm with Deputy Chief John Aprandy from the Office of Emergency Management, an office that was created this year in 2022. Welcome, John. Tell us a little bit about the office and what your objectives are.
Our office was created to better align the county with state and federal resources that are available really to accomplish one main objective, and that is a secure and resilient nation with the capabilities across the whole community to prevent, protect against, mitigate, respond to, and recover from the threats and hazards that pose the greatest risk to the county.
That's an amazing charge that you have. Tell us about some of the highlights from 2022.
So the office has been spending a lot of time building relationships and kind of setting up, if you will. But we're in the process of developing plans. And these are the type plans that we're going to create and then put on a shelf. But they're not going to stay there. Our office is responsible for ensuring that we practice those plans on a regular basis so that we can kind of measure our performance against what it is that we think we'd like to do and need to do during an emergency. For example, over the next 6 months, we're going to be working with a number of different departments and the school division to test our active threat responses to see how well we perform and where we might be able to improve.
Amazing. So part of your work is to prepare our community to face any kind of emergencies in the future. What would you say some tips are that you would share with our community at home that are watching?
So that's a great question. One of the big things that we need folks to be able to do, residents of the community, businesses, is to be self-sufficient during the first 72 hours of a significant disaster. And that may sound like a tall task, but if the whole community is ready ahead of a disaster and can support themselves to a certain degree, then the whole community is able to actually bounce back that much more quickly. And that's the key, is our resilience. And so when we talk about being ready, that really boils down to three things: having a plan, building a kit that you can have at home in case of emergencies, and also being informed during emergencies. And we use Code Red, our messaging system, to let folks know what's going on and what they need, steps they need to take to help their families.
And is there a website you might point folks to go to in case of emergency?
Yes, ready.gov has all the tools you'll need to accomplish all those tasks that I just mentioned.
Thanks to Deputy Chief John Aprandy for sharing information about the new Office of Emergency Management and for all the work they do for our community. For Albemarle County News, I'm Serena Gruya.